Well, I have to tell you, after all these wonderful prayers and talks, I'm going to toss away what I was going to do before, because I thought to myself, we heard from Dr. Abadi about interpenetration, we heard from many others about some of the same themes. And so what I would like to do is I'm going to pick up on a theme that the Reverend Dr. Lee uses, which is changing humanity one breath at a time. And I think it's time that I'll turn it down a little bit and ask everyone to sit up straight and put your feet flat on the floor. And I'm going to give you a brief contemplation. And this comes from something called the Brahma Vihara, or the Four Divine Abodes. And with each of these, I want you first to breathe in and to breathe out and extend each one first to oneself, then to someone whom you love, then to an acquaintance, followed by someone with whom you have a difficult relationship, and finally extend it to the earth and all sentient beings. And the first is an extension, first breathing in the difficulties of those who are unloved, ignored, and destitute. And to those, breathe out loving kindness. First to oneself, to a loved one, to an acquaintance, and to one whom we have difficulties or conflict. Finally, to all sentient beings in the earth, extend loving kindness. Breathing in and breathing out, recognize that there are those who are discontented, that suffer from mental and physical suffering. Breathing in their suffering, extend to them compassion. Unmitigated, unchallenged compassion. Breathing in and breathing out, recognize that each day we perhaps feel jealousy or shunted aside by those whose success and achievements and acclaim we see around us. And they also have a degree of dukkha, of suffering, in their own fashion. And extend to them sympathetic joy, joyfulness for what they have and their accomplishments. Breathing in and breathing out, we extend to those who are in turmoil, confused, angry, despondent. Breathing in those levels of suffering, we breathe out to them equanimity. First to oneself, to our loved ones, to acquaintances, to those with whom we are in conflict, and finally to all sentient beings and the earth. Svaha. Because changing humanity, there's something referred to as the Bodhisattva vows. Sentient beings are numberless, I vow to save them. Desires are so great that I vow to control them. And that the dharmas are boundless, I vow to master them. The Buddha way is unsurpassable, I vow to attain it. 6th century philosopher Chigi is the person who created that. That's an incredible process. When we look at changing world peace, we think, oh, I can barely get myself to work in the morning. I got to pick up my kids. I've got to do all these things. We have to take it down a notch sometimes and recognize that the smile that you give to your coworker who's having difficulty, the mother whose child has a runny nose, so she can't get to work on time, that's really where peace begins. Those very simple acts. We develop it inside, and we radiate it in our daily lives. Saving all sentient beings is one person at a time. Thank you.